Welcome to True Crime with Strategic Eyes.
Strategic back again. Welcome to another edition of True Crime Strategic, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are having a happy Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. I'll be losing track of time. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Now, we're going to be covering something that's very interesting. It's pop culture, but it is true crime. And the reason why it's true crime and we're covering it is because it's involving DV and the abuse of a young one. All right, you guys know I'm talking the way I'm talking because of the YouTube algorithm and the moderators in the YouTube that will destroy the show if we use certain words. But this definitely needs awareness because this is a Bachelorette star. I think her show was about to debut, which means that they taped it and recorded it already. She was going to be the next Bachelorette. But yet we're about to watch some crazy video about her. Well, rather showing her attacking her man and in the process hurting a very young child. I use that word. I shouldn't have used it. It is what it is. There's no way I can explain it other than saying that. It is what it is. This lady's off the rails. All right. So we've got all the goods on it. I want to cover it. I want you guys to understand what's happening. And this kind of like goes in with that whole trend of things that we be saying from time to time. I said we be saying, I gave you some Harlem with that one that we say often. When I say that these folks, these celebrities, these rich folks, they're no better than you. They're no better. We're all the same. You've got problems. They've got problems too. They just do a better job making it look like their life is a whole lot better than yours. Money and fame does not make you a good person. And I think we're seeing that the advent of the Epstein files and all this different stuff that we're seeing. And listen, I've seen this a long time ago just from the work that I do and all the different types of people on all different levels of the economic ladder who come before me with the same issues. But a lot of you guys forget that. They're not better than you. We're all the same, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to jump into this, man. Viewer discretion is advised. Please do know this is a trigger warning because TMZ is not going to edit anything out of this, man. So let's jump into this. Please make sure you hit that like button, support the channel. Hit the like button, support the channel before we get any closer to showing you this video. I need you guys to show me some love and make sure that you're helping us get the engagement that we need so that the show can grow. All right, let's jump into this.
So as we speak, the brass over at ABC are in crisis mode, we're told, after we posted a video that we obtained of the incident where Taylor Frankie Paul was arrested and ultimately convicted of aggravated assault, felony aggravated assault.
It is a 2023 fight that she got into, and fight is an understatement.
First of all, what did I tell you guys about those eyes? I always tell you the eyes are the windows to the soul. And I always told you, those wide-eyed people, you got to watch out for them. You got to watch out for the wide-eyed people. There's no way on this green earth, on God's green earth, I would ever mess with a woman that has eyes like that. She acted out her eyes. Some people say she got eyelids on the bottom of her eyes. She acted out her eyes. Her eyes are wild and crazy. And she was acting wild and crazy in a video that we're about to see because TMZ is about to play it. Who's that guy? Alex Jones with the lizard people? She is the lizard people. Look at her. She's a lizard person. This is nuts, ladies and gentlemen. She's going to be acting like the craziest person you've ever seen. It could only got worse if she had a gun. What she did to her boyfriend, husband, whatever, is unconscionable, especially in the presence of minors. But her eyes tells you everything you need to know. Let's keep going.
With Dakota Mortensen, who, of course, is now her ex-boyfriend, father of her son, Ever.
So we told you about this incident, but we hadn't seen the incident until we obtained this video. It's about 3 minutes long. Normally, we edit things down for the show, but we're going to show you the full thing, and then we're going to talk about the fallout.
Yeah, yeah, look at you. Look. Yeah, look. This is called physical abuse. Yeah. Yeah. See, Taylor, this is all you do. It's the only thing you know how to do is hurt me.
Look at this. This is crazy.
Hon, you think this is okay? It's not okay.
I watched a piece of this, man, and I'm gonna say something controversial, but it's totally legal. And I'm not giving anybody legal advice. In my opinion, it's legal. But I'm gonna say something controversial. Some of you guys are gonna get mad at me, but I'm gonna explain to you why I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. But we're not at that point yet. We're not at that point.
I don't give
Let me
I'm with this guy right now. I'm still with him. Everything he's doing is the right thing to do.
No, stop.
That's okay. That's all right.
Dude, leave me alone.
All right, now I'm two-piecing her. Never in my life do I ever agree with putting hands on a woman. I don't have no record of it. I don't do it. But you're getting two-piece right there. Because now I have to defend my life. I have to defend my life. And when she did that, you know what else she did? She hit the little baby. The little baby got injured because of her. You're getting two-pieced. Yeah, I said it on YouTube for the whole world to head it. I don't got no record of that stuff. I don't do that stuff. There's nobody you could find in my life that could ever say I ever put my hands on them. But in an instant like this, you endangering my life and you endangering the life of children, I'm two-piecing you. This is crazy.
Oh my gosh. Your
Look at
daughter
this,
is
look.
right here.
You see that?
Oh my gosh.
What? Look, the baby.
Oh my.
You heard the baby? You heard the baby?
You're unbelievable. No, you. Stop.
No, the daughter's not just there, Obsidian. She hit the daughter with the chair. She hit the daughter with the chair.
Your daughter. Stop screaming at me. God. Stop, Taylor.
First of all, beta male, I'm sorry, he's a beta. She need to be pacified. And then you need to go and get help for that kid. That kid might have life-threatening injuries right now because she, with a bar stool, threw it, hit the kid and the man. What about the kid? You need to be a man right now and stop that threat and then make sure that that baby is safe.
You're done. Taylor. That's it. That is it. No more. You're done. Stop. No. I did none of this. This is your own pain. You're doing this to yourself. Stop. No. I'm done taking the blame for you. Yeah, I'm sorry, Indy. Taylor?
Get the out!
I'm done with you.
You did it.
I'm done. Stop. You're
Taylor! Yeah, I'm done that, Dakota!
Taylor, your
Yeah,
daughter.
I'm done
You're screaming. Your daughter just got hit in the head with a metal chair.
He witnessed the girl get hit in the head with a metal chair, and this person is still awake? They still awake? Oh my God.
Oh
my God.
Go and help your daughter. Now.
No. He said your daughter, so I assume that this is not his biological child. And I understand she has multiple baby fathers and all that stuff. I don't care if that's not my biological. I see somebody almost take the life of a young one. I'm going to protect that young one. I'm going to protect that young one like that young one belongs to me. I am not going to sit there and watch her do what she did to that baby. Watch her do what she did. Whether she did it intentionally or not, she did it. I would save that baby. And he's over here negotiating with her and trying to explain to her what she did. Nah, I'll be running out that house with that baby in my arms and the cops coming like, where's she at? I'm like, she's sleeping in the living room. Here's the video of what she did. And then after she did it, I put the camera down and I put her to sleep. She'll be up in an hour. Go take care of that. Crazy.
Help your daughter, Taylor.
Yes, Dakota.
Oh my God. If you throw another chair, are you okay? Taylor!
Get away from my daughter! Get away!
Then help
Get
her.
away!
Stop doing this!
You threw me.
Dude, think of your kids! Gosh!
Me too, my daughter. Yeah, I love you. You are my kids.
I don't care, I love your kids!
Oh,
Yeah, I do! I freaking love them to
You
death!
love him to death, but you ain't protecting him right now because she over here still throwing chairs, brother. Where's your daddy at, man? This guy needs a daddy. You kidding me? Both of them is still in danger. He's not defending himself. Man, listen. They don't make men like they used to, man. Listen, I do not condone any type of violence. Please call the police. But this was an instance where a vulnerable person, a young one, I'm trying to respect the YouTube guidelines, clearly was in danger. Clearly was in danger. Clearly was in danger. And he's not doing enough, in my opinion, to protect himself or her child.
No, yeah, I don't care. Look what you're doing. No, nobody deserves it. You're not okay and you're drunk.
Go answer, Dakota.
I will. What? Oh my gosh.
Shut up.
Taylor, stop.
Shut up!
Stop. Oh my gosh.
Nothing.
Possibly, Real Cat says, very easily the woman could have called police to report him kidnapping the child, even if that clearly was not the case. Which just mean possibly you're not listening to what I'm saying. See, if I was in that position, I would be calling the police and she would be asleep. You understand? Because she is an imminent danger to the life and safety of a vulnerable person. So she's not calling the police and saying somebody kidnapped the child. I'm calling the police and letting them know that she tried to kill the child by hitting the child in the head with a metal stool. And right now, she's sleeping off her derangement on the couch. Let's keep going.
She is hammered.
And so is he.
I'm sober.
But drugs have got me sober.
Taylor,
How
stop.
about we separate
Taylor,
now?
you need to just calm down.
You threw it at me.
Hey, stop.
Wow.
Stop.
So just a little bit of context here. That voice you heard, the third person at the end, was a police officer who knocked on the door. A neighbor had called in a complaint about the noise, and the officer arrived there. They're still fighting as they're opening the door. You also heard her daughter, who was at the time, I believe, 6 years old, and you could hear her crying after she was hit, yelling, "Mommy."
The authorities believe that the chair may have deflected and hit the child.
And you heard him say, your daughter. You heard Dakota saying your daughter got hit by the chair. And the police report does say that there was a bruise or a bump on the little girl's head.
So the Bachelorette is set to premiere on Sunday night. The question now, will it? We are told by people over connected to the show that's
OB, what you talking about in the chat that made it to the research chat? Can you type that in either the research chat or into the live chat, please?
sponsors are pulling out, and we don't know whether ABC is going to air it or pull the plug. We have not yet
Yo,
heard.
she's nuts, bro. Look at her. She's nuts. Look at those wild eyes, bro.
We know that Secret Lives of Mormon Wives was put on ice after some of the cast members said they just didn't want to participate given the backdrop.
And that was based on, and again, that video we just showed you was featured on the first season, not the video itself, but the incident they talked about. In fact, they showed police body cam on the very first episode of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
All right, we're gonna see all of that. The body cams there. So anyway, like I am being notified just to address what people are talking about in the chat about these JLR accusations. JLR is a YouTuber, and we have used his material in the past many times. I want to read everything that's going on with that before I decide to cover it. He's not a friend of mine. I don't know the guy. He never even shouted my show out. Neither did he have to. I shouted him out because I use his material, and it's the respectful thing to do. But I got to read it, and I got to see what's going on before I cover. I think it's dealing with some type of domestic violence or something like that. But definitely, we'll cover it. We'll see what's going on. And if it's worthy of covering, we'll cover it. If it's going to be too messy, then we'll leave it alone, you know? But we'll see what happens, all right? Because we're not about being messy on this channel. We care about the victims. We primarily cover murder, grape, and children on this channel. We're not going to cover something simply because it's dealing with another YouTuber, just like we did not cover the whole situation that was happening with, what's that doctor and his wife who's like a reporter? I forgot their name. Hidden True Crime, the Hidden True Crime. We didn't cover that either. That was very salacious with all of the stuff that was going on with those people, but we didn't cover it. Why? Because we're not messy. All right, so we'll see what happens. All right, let's keep going.
We're going to bring a guest in a minute, but we should say that we now know, based on at least on a protective order that Dakota filed, what happened 3 weeks ago, which is the latest incident.
Right, and that's what stopped. That's where producers of Mormon Wives said, we're going to shut things down while the authorities figure out what's going on here, because there were allegations that Dakota claims that that Taylor attacked him once again just a few weeks ago. She says it's the other way around, that he is the one who got physical. So,
by the way, Taylor is saying that this was a calculated move by Dakota. She says to smear her,
right,
done on their child's birthday. That's her position on this. So let's see if we can get in the inside of this.
Get on the inside of what is, because we know that Mormon Wives is on hold. The big question, as we said, is what's going to happen with the Bachelorette.
Yo, the Mormons be up to some crazy stuff, man. Like, I don't know, man. After I went on Broadway and I saw the Book of Mormon, I never looked at Mormons the same again. The Book of Mormon. Never looked at them the same, man. They be on some extra stuff, man. What? Let's keep going.
Someone who covers Bachelor Nation better than anybody is a guy you know as Reality Steve Carbone. Welcome to TMZ Live.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
So first, your reaction to the video.
I mean, the crazy thing is about it is we've obviously known about this. The police report has been out there since 2023. It's like now we've got the visual behind it. Like this was all documented in the police report of what happened, but to actually see it now with our own two eyes,
that's wild.
Horrible to witness, and just have a lot of questions about this. Obviously, Taylor was. So
somebody says, who said that? J and Frost says, I've heard he provokes her loads. Then when she starts reacting, he gets the camera out. There's no excuse to get like this. Okay. Nobody can provoke you enough that you will try and injure them with bar stools, endanger your own children. I'm just not buying that. You know, as a man, I would not have an excuse to do that to my wife. If I did that, I would belong in jail. And if she did that to me, she belongs in jail. It's just not right. It's not the right thing. So, you can't let people control your actions. You know, whereas, he provokes the person. No. That's making excuses for abusers. And, just not to pick on you, but just saying here on this channel, we don't make excuses for bad people. We don't make excuses. That's kind of thought pattern translates to what people do to victims of SA, which is my expertise, where it's like, you was wearing a short dress, so you deserved it, or what were you doing out so late, walking in this bad neighborhood, so you deserve for somebody to put a gun in your head, pull you in the alleyway and take advantage of you. It doesn't work that way, all right? If he's provoking you and if he's doing that to her, then she should have left him. She should say, listen, it's over, leave, get out of my life. Or she leave and go get some air and figure stuff out, whatever. But you don't pick up bar stools and try and kill a dude, and in the process, injure your own child. No excuses for that.
Drunk. There's no doubt in my mind she was not right of mind in this video. But honestly, the most disturbing thing to me in this video is the fact that after everything that was going on, the yelling, the chair throwing, the second her daughter was screaming and the second her daughter was clearly not doing well in that moment,
right?
For her to not immediately run to her daughter and say, "Mom, it's okay, mommy's here," but immediately
like a real mother, she could be as mad as she want to be. A real mother, as mad as she want to be, and in the moment she'd have saw that chair, because I don't think she didn't purposely try and hit the child with the chair. She was trying to hit the man, the husband, whatever he is. Are they married? I don't know. OB, are they married? I don't know. You know? But a real mother, and just like a real father, the moment that she observed that her chair throwing actually hurt her child, all that anger should have disappeared and turned into care. Like, oh my God. Oh, and if I'd have seen that, I'd have said it's terrible what she did, but I would not, I would give her deference that at least she cared about her child. But she didn't give a damn. Obi said they're not married. She didn't give a damn. She didn't care. The chair hit the baby. He's telling her the chair hit the baby. The baby's crying because the chair hit her, and she did not care. Yo, there are like the worst domestic abusers out there would probably have cared more in that instant. The guy that beat his wife up every day, he don't care. He probably would have cared more than she cared in that instant when that chair hit that kid. That to me is just diabolical. It's just diabolical. She's just an evil person in my opinion. Yo, big shout out to @Will. What's happening? Appreciate you. You know, thanks for coming through. Showing love. Let's keep going.
To Dakota and say, this is all your fault. I mean, that was brutal to watch.
Yeah, it is very difficult to watch it. And, you know, the part, like you said, people...
Casey Holmes, I don't think you're talking about, unless I'm wrong, that viewer was not talking about that YouTube content creator. They're talking about the video that we're watching right now. So you kind of lost, Casey. Unless I'm reading at the wrong message. I don't know. I think you got it wrong.
People knew about this incident. Yeah. I guess the question is, how deep did the producers dig, the producers of The Bachelorette, dig in on this incident? I mean, in your experience, I would imagine there are very extensive interviews with prospective bachelors or bachelorettes, and as well as the suitors on the show. But certainly the star of that season, you would think that they grilled her about that incident, even though they may not have seen the video.
That's the crazy thing. It just seems like this video was submitted as evidence against her. She pled guilty to this.
Wow.
I'm almost getting a...
Why would they make her put her on The Bachelor knowing that she has this history? You have a question in the chat. Denise Maga says, strategic, if the chair hit the child, would that be child endangerment charges or child abuse charges? Endangerment is like you putting somebody in a situation where they could get hurt. This would definitely be a child abuse and an assault charge. And it'd probably be an elevated assault charge because she's using a weapon. Like in New York, that would fall under assault too. So she would be charged with a very serious felony because she caused injury. You don't got to kill a person. She just caused injury. The child had some type of bruise on them. And kids that age, they swell up real quick. Like, I don't know how I got this lump on my head, but I remember when my son was young, only because he's the most recent baby that I've had. The other ones, they're like grown, so I forgot. But he would like bump, when he's learning how to crawl, he'd bump his head and it wouldn't even affect him. And he'd have a big lump on his head. Because that's just natural for babies. You know, they're extra sensitive in order to protect themselves, protect their skulls. So I imagine that she probably had a bump on her head or some type of abrasion. They did say that she had it, but I just don't know to the extent of her injury. So she would definitely be charged. If this was New York, which is not, she would be charged with very serious charges for that accident. So she would be charged with child endangerment, yes. She'd also be charged with child abuse because it happened. The endangerment is that the child was not the intended target. The intended target was the boyfriend, and it endangered the child while she was targeting the boyfriend. So she would be charged with child endangerment. Then she would be charged with child abuse because she actually did it. And then she would be charged with assault in the second degree because that's exactly what she did. So she'd have quite a few charges on her jacket for what she did. Let's keep going. And we're going to watch the body camera and everything. We got all of that queued up for you guys. So when we're done here at TMZ, we're going over to the body-worn camera and we're going to watch it live. Not live, but we're going to watch what the police observed and what she said to the police when they interviewed her. It's going to be a very extensive show on this. We're going to cover the crap out of this. And guys, please hit that like button, support the channel so we can get into the algorithm. We can be shown to a wider audience. Let's keep going.
Sense of, is this somewhat like the Ray Rice video where the NFL knew it was out there and just hoping it would get out?
Literally in my head as you were saying it, Steve. Yeah. It's literally in my head. You know, we're told that there is already, as we're talking right now, finger pointing going on over at ABC, that now people are saying, I didn't know. Why didn't I know? You knew. So that's happening as we speak.
Steve, what's your take on knowing what you do about, very clearly from this information that you post, you have great sources connected to the show. What's your forecast on whether or not they're actually going to go through with this?
You know, before today, I would have said, no, they're going through with it. She did all the morning shows yesterday, you know, Mark and Kelly. She did GMA. I'm like, okay, they're promoting it. It's going to air on Sunday.
Wow.
Now that this video is out there, not that this is new footage that happened, you know, post-filming or whatever. This is all 2023, but this is just putting their lead in such a negative light that it's like, who wants to watch? It's like, who cares about her finding love that was filmed between October and December of last year? It's like, look at who we're dealing with. And, you know, it was 3 years ago, but somebody should have known. And I really feel like this was a giant cover-up. And like you said, when they announced her as the Bachelorette, it's not like they didn't know. It was part of the first episode of the first season of Secret Lives. Like,
speaking of Secret Lives, what happens there?
To me, I think at this point, clearly Taylor, and not because of this incident, because it's been 3 years, but she needs to not be in front of cameras for a while, whether it's a situation like Jax Taylor had to deal with the Valley, where they said, look, we're not putting you back on the show until you go to rehab. She needs help. I don't think she needs more cameras.
I'm tired of this crap, man. This is bull crap. What you're saying with your Hotel Coral Essex whatever shirt on, crazy man, is bull crap. Trash is coming out of this guy's mouth. Why are we saying it like she deserves a second chance? If that was a man in her position, he would not be saying that. If that was a man, it would be like, get this guy out of here. Never want to see him again. Never want to hear from him again. He's a woman beater. But because she a pretty lady, maybe, because when you see her with some angles, she ain't that pretty. But she a pretty lady. Oh, she need to go get help and get off the camera for a little bit, and then she could come back so we can see her pretty little face. No, F that, man. That. That's not fair. That's not fair. I dare say that's misogynistic because you making it look like all she's worth is her pretty face and we need to see that. That's not fair. She does not deserve to ever be on TV again. What is she giving to society anyway? It's not like she's a doctor or something, or she's some nuclear scientist and we need her expertise to save humankind. There are much more deserving people who would love to be celebrities that don't beat on their loved ones and don't smash their kids in the head with bar stools. So I rebuke what this dude is saying. He needs to go take a good look in the mirror and reevaluate his words. Because what that does is it basically tells people it's okay to be bad people. Because, yeah, you get another chance as long as you pretty. As long as you pretty and you have a vajayjay, you could get another chance. No. You know how many men get physically abused by women and suffer in silence? Listen, it's nothing compared to the amount of women that get beat by men on a daily basis. Yes. DV is horrible, and the vast majority of times, the perpetrators of DV are men. But there are a lot of men out there who are being abused, and they don't say anything about it because society tells them that men can't be abused. We see a man getting beat. We see a child getting assaulted, and this guy's already talking about how she could get second chances. We should be rebuking this woman to show that DV is not acceptable no matter who does it. It doesn't matter if it's a man that's doing it. It doesn't matter if it's a woman that's doing it. It's not acceptable behavior, full stop. Let's keep going, man. I almost want to cut this off, but let's keep going.
Her face. I think she needs help. And I think that would be the way to go, that you don't resume season 5 of Secret Lives with, and if you do, it's without Taylor. And maybe she's gone forever. Maybe it's just like, all right, this video's out there. We're never bringing her back. I just don't know, but I don't think she should be a part of Secret Lives anymore.
Yeah, I could see where they would.
This dude is wild. I don't want to hear from him no more. I'm done. And dude, you're bald like me. Just let it go. Don't keep your hair if your hairline is back here, bro. Just let it. I went through the same thing. I'm not even cracking jokes on him. I went through the same thing. I didn't know when to say it's time to let it go. I was walking around. My hairline is like this. It's crazy. I'm trying to get them to shape it up and catch a line. It wasn't working. It's over, bro. Cut that thing off your head and stop supporting abusive women, okay? Let's keep going to the next exhibit. All right, let's keep going.
It's more shame that you feel, and then it turns into guilt.
This week has not been a good look for ABC or for Hulu.
New Bachelorette fallout today after Taylor Frankie Paul's Sunday season premiere was canceled within hours of TMZ releasing this disturbing domestic violence video.
It's the only thing you know how to do is hurt me.
Look at
I don't
that.
think Disney had it.
Look at that. How many times? Look, she got him in a headlock, man. That's crazy. That's insane, man. Listen, big shout out to everybody who's watching the show. Over 200 people is watching the live stream now. Please hit the like button, support the channel so we can get into the algorithm. Hit the like button, support the channel. Let me go real quick to the people who are giving us some fan funding. We want to show them some love, and then we'll get back to the material. So, Rockman91, $2 super chats. Don't forget to like the stream on the way in, y'all. Appreciate you, Rockman. And Rockman with another $2 super chat says, thank God for that neighbor. Yes, the neighbor's the one who called the police that actually stopped this craziness. And lastly, Rockman with a $5 super chat. Rockman is very generous with us today, and we appreciate you, Rockman. Thank you so much. $5 super chat says, and these are the people that give tons of money to go on TV. Absolutely. All you have to do is have a pretty face, Rockman. You know, that's it. I'm not as sexy as I used to be, so they'll never give me money to go on TV. At least I got you guys, though. That's all I need is you.
Any other option but to pull the plug.
We're talking about a show that costs tens of millions of.
Who wants to watch a show where one person kisses like 15 different dudes? I think I may have watched like a few episodes of The Bachelor over the last 30 years this thing has been on. I don't know what anybody sees in it. You have one girl or one guy who's dating 1 million people. Each one of them is tonguing this person down. That's disgusting. You know, what if somebody with Schmurpies accidentally gets on the show? Now everybody got the Schmurpies. Come on, man. Like, this is crazy, man. People just kissing. Oh, let's keep going.
This season probably cost about $20 million, maybe more.
Here's the latest. ET has learned a rerun of American Idol will air Sunday in its place. Production remains paused on The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and according to NBC News, that show's cast members raised concerns to network execs about working with Taylor during a virtual meeting earlier this month.
She putting on that face. She putting on that face right now. Listen, man. All right, look, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Let's keep going.
One saying, quote, it's a dangerous situation. It's a sad situation, and we don't know how to navigate it.
I think ABC was making a very common bet, a risk versus reward calculation, that the benefits, the rewards of having Taylor as the new Bachelorette outweighed the risks.
With the amount of money that's behind this, I would be surprised if it never saw the light of day. They could put it all on Hulu and kind of just bury it.
Yesterday, another big meeting. ET's learned this one was with this season's Bachelorette suitors. They were reminded by lawyers that they remain under contract and to not talk to the press.
They could,
because they probably got stories. I'm telling you, you can't hide this kind of crazy. You can't hide this crazy. I guarantee you, she had some things happen during that show. I guarantee you, buddy. And these TV channels, they like that stuff because they can make really bad situations not be as bad but still entertaining, or they can make it as bad as they want it to be. So the worse you are, the better it is, because they have like a wide latitude to create the drama that they feel sells. I'm telling you, those guys got stories to tell. It's crazy. It's nuts. Let's keep going.
Having some of the men from Taylor's season on Bachelor in Paradise.
Look at this. And this is, they got her kissing like 5 different guys. I told you, these shows are like Petri dishes, man. All these got these freaking failed actor model people who come on the show. Every single one of those dudes, none of them have any substance. They're all Hollywood casting couch people who are just trying to get their big break. None of those relationships last. They all end. There's not one bachelor that I know about, or bachelorette, and I could be wrong because some of you guys are big fans of the show, and you know you are, that is still together right now. Not one. None of these shows, Love Island, Bachelorette, Bachelor, whatever, it doesn't matter. How can you get serious with somebody who, while y'all are chilling in your bedroom because the show is over, you're watching the show because you want to watch yourself, and you watching your girl, if she the Bachelorette, you watching her slobber down 50 guys. Or you watching your man, if he was the Bachelor, slobber down 50 women. And then some of them, the lights go off like something happened. It's nasty. Nasty work, people. Let's keep going. Y'all keep giving them that money and watching.
And this is wild. TMZ snapped Taylor's ex-husband and her most recent ex, Dakota Mortensen, at a Utah courthouse filing paperwork against her.
Yo, these dudes is teaming up, man. How many ex-boys? She got multiple baby daddies. Multiple babies. She got a community womb. How many ex-boyfriends and oh my God. Lord of mercy. This is Sodom and Gomorrah we living in, ladies and gentlemen. Sodom and Gomorrah.
Her. Dakota, who filed a restraining order, tells ET, quote, "I am focusing on our son and his safety." Today, a court granted him temporary custody of the 2-year-old until early April, when they are both due in court.
I'm really sorry for what I did to you.
Meanwhile, Taylor's Mormon Wives co-star Jesse Draper is headed for divorce after 5 years of marriage. Husband Jordan Nadikara filed paperwork yesterday.
I don't deserve to be treated this way.
17 days ago, Jesse told us this.
We're still in there.
What did she do? What did this? First of all, she don't look like that. She got a mask on. We saw how she looked without the makeup just a second ago. She got a mask on. But what did she do to him? I'm curious because y'all watch this. Tell me give me the tea.
Therapy, it's not perfect.
Give me the tea. Let's keep going. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the chat.
3 days.
The Bachelor. They said she cheated. Oh, Lord of mercy, man. It's diabolical. She had some foreign peen up in there. Oh, boy. Let's keep going.
So now that this...
I need to start an entertainment channel so we could just report on these things. Who thinks I should start an entertainment? Strategic Eyes Entertainment Eyes. I don't know. Something like that. I can just crack jokes on them all day long.
Video from 2023 has surfaced with Taylor Frankie Paul. One of the big questions is what happened with custody of her children? There were 2 children at the time. The one she had with Dakota was born later. But there were 2 children, one of whom was struck by a bar stool during the altercation. So we have sources now connected with the DCFS investigation, Department of Children and Family Services. And here's what
Aliyah says that lady says she's a soft swinger. What? What the is that? A soft? I'm telling you, man, if you guys want to understand the Mormons, our brothers, the Mormons, you got to go and see the Book of Mormon on Broadway. A soft swinger. Oh, boy.
Oh, my God!
Let's keep going, man. This is diabolical.
What we can tell you, they did nothing. That the DCFS in Utah, and this is really the case with all DCFS around the country, their policy is favoring keeping the family together, not separating children from their parents unless there's an immediate danger. In this case, there was no immediate danger, according to DCFS, our sources say. The child was not struck intentionally. It was inadvertent. The bar stool had ricocheted, but she never intended to hurt the child. Therefore, there was no immediate danger, according to DCFS. Now, we asked, what about the fact that after the child was struck and began crying, that she ignored the child and just kept going after Dakota?
Yes.
Our DCFS.
That's a very good question. And listen, DCFS is trash all over the country. All over the country, they trash. And the more money, power, influence you have, the more likely you are to get away with a lot of bad stuff you shouldn't be getting away with. They just saying, oh, it's no big deal because she didn't try and hit the kid. It just inadvertently hit the kid. Then TMZ asks a follow-up question like, well, why? What about the fact that she didn't go and try and tend to the kid after she found out that the kid did get hit? Oh, let's see what DCFS has to say. Let's see.
DCFS source, the one connected to this investigation, would not comment and didn't seem to know whether that factored in at all.
See, boom. They don't care. Now, this is the DCFS in Utah that doesn't care about the fact that some people in some communities are marrying off their daughters, their teenage daughters, to old men who are saints. This that same DCFS or DCFS, the same DCFS. They get those complaints and they never solve those cases. So you tell me if you think they did a thorough job with this lady. Frankie said, so I drove drunk and injured my child, but I didn't mean to hurt her. Same thing. Yeah. See how stupid the logic is in that? Well, I threw a bar stool at another person. I committed a felony, but I didn't intend to hit my kid. My kid just got hit when I was committing a major felony by throwing a bar stool at another person and injuring them. And then afterwards, when that person who was my intended target told me that I injured my child, I didn't care, but nothing to see here, says DCFS. Let's keep going.
But the bottom line is DCFS did nothing to take the children away or really do.
For real, like Utah is like the Iran of America. Seriously. Go look at the things that happen in Utah and tell me it's any different than what happens in Iran or happened in Iran. What was our major qualms with Iran? The fact that they marry off little kids, right? Have you heard about Utah? In Iran, you can have multiple wives under Sharia law. In Utah, you can have multiple wives. In Iran, the youngest age of marrying a child off is 9 years old. At least they have that enshrined in their Sharia law. In Utah, we don't know how young they marry those girls off. We just hear about the many horror stories that escape it. And those numbers is all over the place. Utah is the Iran of America. When we're done with Iran, maybe we should do something about Utah. Let's keep going.
Anything after the incident. As you know, she was prosecuted for that incident and ultimately pled guilty to felony aggravated assault. Now, here's the big twist and something that's really troubling. Tate, the father of the two kids, Tate Paul, as soon as he learned of the incident, he had his lawyer from family court immediately approach Taylor's lawyer and say, I want to change custody from joint custody to full custody. He wanted full custody of these two kids. He was so alarmed by this. And we're told Taylor did not put up a fight and agreed to it. Also in that agreement was that Taylor would take an alcohol education course, submit to various tests, including psychological tests and other things that she had to do in order to get some custody back. We're told over a period of 6 months, she eventually got back around 50-50 custody. But for a couple of months, the kids were solely in Tate's care after this 2023 incident. Now, our sources, and you can take this to the bank, our sources tell us Tate is outraged that he had never seen this video until TMZ posted it yesterday, and that he had asked about video and was told he could not see it. The police said he couldn't see it, couldn't get it from DCFS. They said there were privacy issues. He wasn't even allowed to talk to Dakota because Dakota was considered the victim in the case. So he was blocked from ever seeing this video, and that Taylor told him that the child was not struck. We're told he is just beside himself with rage now, that had he seen that video, he would have gone to prosecutors and said, prosecute her for child abuse, and that the custody change would have been far stricter than it was because he hadn't seen this video and had gotten a different story from Taylor. So the bottom line, the kids were removed from Taylor's care and custody for a couple of months after the incident, but not because DCFS did anything.
Okay.
It's because the father of those kids had his lawyer go into family court and get the other lawyer to agree to the change.
Okay. Interesting. All right, let's go to the body-worn camera now. Brought to you by Law and Crime Trial Network.
I was told by Jeffrey and
Just go ahead and just focus on breathing for me.
Shocking video shows what led up to the arrest of Taylor Frankie Paul, a Mormon influencer known for referencing swinging in her videos.
Oh boy.
Hi guys, we are going to be prepping for my kids because for those of you that know, I'm a divorced parent, so I do like a prep day before my kids come for the weekend. I already have them because I got them a day earlier than I thought, so we're still going to go get groceries and prep for the weekend.
28-year-old Paul rose to fame on TikTok after saying her ex-husband, Tate Paul, filed for divorce when she broke the rules in their soft swinging relationship.
Did you sleep with him or just kiss him?
I slept with him.
Okay, fine.
Nearly one.
What does that mean? Sleep with him or just swing with him? Either way, there's PP and vajayjay. So like if she has too much fun, then that's breaking the rules. Like what when you swing, are you supposed to lay on the bed like this? If you put your arms around him, then you slap with him. Like this is weird stuff. This is why adults not supposed to participate in this kind of nonsense. Because it gets complicated. Because people get jealous. Because feelings arise. That's why you don't do this stuff. You're married people. You have committed to each other. Why are you out there trying to involve other people? Then why did you get married? You could have just stayed single and just been like, hey, you're my main squeeze, but we can still go do whatever we want on the side. You didn't have to get married. The moment you got married, you said, I don't want to do these things anymore. This is so weird. Like, I didn't understand that one bit. Can somebody, maybe who may have saw that video before, watched the show, can you explain to me in the chat, what is the difference between her swinging and sleeping with the guy when both of them involves... What's the difference? Let's keep going.
A year after her ex-husband filed for divorce, Paul was caught on camera crying hysterically before her arrest.
I'm emotionally hurting. I'm not physically hurting. I'm emotionally hurting.
Okay. So your last name?
Okay, this is nuts. Okay. OB said soft swinging is a form of non-monogamous intimacy where couples engage in sex activities with other people but stop short of full intercourse. So we're blowing everybody in the room, right? But no PP to vajayjay. That don't make no sense either. So your JJ is worth more than your mouth? That's what they're saying? That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. I'll blow you, but I won't bang you. Stupid stuff. These are idiots. That's why they're on YouTube embarrassing themselves, throwing chairs at each other. They're stupid. Rudy, you're terrible.
It's just Paul.
Yep.
Okay.
The video shows a clearly distraught Paul speaking with police after a 911 call came in for a domestic violence report on February 17th.
911, what is the city and address of your emergency?
There's like domestic violence, like somebody is screaming, like, get off me. There is like a woman screaming. There's like the garage door keeps opening and shutting. It sounds like she's trying to get out.
Okay.
Harriman, Utah police arrive at Paul's home to find her and her boyfriend, 30-year-old Dakota Mortensen, amidst an argument.
No, because she is attacking the crap out of
You threw me in the garage.
Stop.
After that,
hold on. This chat is amazing. So he Foxed says, it makes sense to me. I've been to gay cuddle parties where there's no actual, and of course, I guess they're trying to say, some people don't catch feelings and like body contact. It don't make sense to me, but whatever floats everybody's boat. We're just going to cuddle. Just everybody just cuddling. Oh, Lord. I think everybody need a daddy. There's so many people without daddies in this world. Let's keep going. Well, I didn't have a daddy either. What do I do? Let's keep going.
Police separate the pair and begin to question Paul.
What's up?
I just want to be able to talk to you without you two bickering at each other.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So go ahead, like you can sit or whichever.
Okay.
So what's your name?
Taylor.
Taylor. I'm Officer Rugebrecht with the Harriman Police Department.
Okay.
The neighbors called in saying they heard a bunch of yelling and screaming.
I'm sorry. I'm just hurting it.
So let's start with this. How do you spell your first name?
T-A-Y-L-Y.
Just go ahead and just focus on breathing for me.
Wait, is she like exhausted like from crying or she's exhausted from kicking that dude's arse? Which one is it? Probably a little bit of both.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So T-A-Y-L-O-Y, right?
Yeah.
What's your last name?
P-A-U-L.
Do you need paramedics for anything?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Have you had a little bit too much to drink tonight? I can smell the alcohol pretty strong.
Sure, but not anything crazy. I went out on a girls' night and I came home. Safe driving.
Okay. I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about like, do I need to call paramedics to come check you out?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Yo, she sound like she gangster, bro. Yo, I went out with my homegirls and I'm good, man. You know what I'm saying? Safe driving, you know what I'm saying? Word life. This is crazy. This is insane. Let's keep going.
Paul continues to cry, explaining to officers her side of the story.
What did I do wrong so I can help myself? What did I do wrong? Help me to know so I can do better.
Well, it's not Taylor, look at me. It's not that you did anything wrong per se. We are just, the neighbors called in thinking that someone's getting hurt.
No one's getting hurt. I'm just emotionally hurt because I'm good divorced and I'm just hurt.
Is that?
What?
Oh, thank you. Is that?
That math is nasty. You nasty at math.
What's going on tonight that started everything?
Yeah, I'm emotionally super hurt. I can't help anyone. I'm just so hurt emotionally.
I can't stop thinking about it.
I'm sorry. Can I get a drink of water?
You sound like she's having a good time right now.
I'm just really hurting. I can get my husband to come get the kids if that's easier. I don't know what he wants from me. I don't know what anyone wants from me. I'm just so hurt.
So, tell me what happened tonight.
He pushed me in the garage, and it's fine. I don't give a fuck. I just want to move on. I don't give a fuck about him. I just want to move on. I don't care.
Hey, there's a consensus in the chat that she sounds like she getting smashed right now, and she's faking the O. Y'all are nasty. Let's keep going.
I pushed him. I hit him. He pushed me. I don't know what to think about it. Can I get a drink, please? Please?
Can you promise not to talk to him while we go in there?
Sure.
Paul says she went, quote, ballistic during the argument.
What do you need from me?
So I just need you to tell me what happened tonight. So you went out on a girls' night. You said that, right?
Yeah, he came pick me up from girls' night.
And then what happened?
And he was bitching me out the way home.
So when you describe that to me, about what?
I guess having fun with the girls. And he was going to a concert, but he was like, we're not going to the concert now. And he came home. And then we were fighting. And we were fighting at each other, and then I was going at him, I guess hitting him, and then he pushed me into the kids' stuff, And then I went ballistic because they pushed me so hard. And then I fought back, and then we were just fighting, and I just want him out.
Where did the
Yo, this is wild. I don't understand. Like, I don't get drunk. It's like, you know, for me, like a Smirnoff Ice once in a blue moon. You'll probably see me on the Patreon drinking a Smirnoff Ice, 5% alcohol once in a blue moon. You know, I also am not interested in women who drink. I've never taken a woman seriously that actually drinks. And that sounds bad. I'm not judging people that drink. Adults can go drink. I'm not going to judge. But I'm not attracted to somebody who would ever present themselves like this. That's a no-go for me. The moment I see you like this, I lose respect for you. It's like, all right, I'm done. I'm not interested. Now, I may sound like a prude. It is what it is. But I'm sorry. Am I the only one who thinks like there's too much at stake when you're like procreating with somebody and you're trying to share your life with them? There's so much at stake that you really do have to be discerning like that. You really gotta be, what's the word I'm looking for in the chat? Like, you gotta be picky, you know? Now, don't be picky about how somebody looks and stuff. Like, I mean, you can, that's your business. But like, I'm not talking about shallow picky. I'm talking about morality picky. You know, I'm talking about you with the person and y'all just dating and they're blackout drunk every Friday. Is that really somebody you want to sit down and have kids with? You know, for real, you know, standards, you know, a lot of people, they just don't have standards when they're confronted with a beautiful face. They just throw their standards out the window. Like, oh, she's the best I ever had. I got to run with it. She's a cute little girl. I mean, she's not a little girl. But I'm older than her, so everybody's a little girl. She's a grown arse woman. And she's cute. She's not ugly. Not at all. All right. When she doll herself up, she looks decent. Except for when you see those wild eyes. So many of these guys just like, oh my God, look, she's cutie. And they just forget about common sense, man. Common sense. And hence, you end up divorced like 3 times, you sharing her womb with 1,000 different dudes, and you asking why. Why? Because you don't have common sense, bro. You should have looked at her and said, why'd she leave the first 2 dudes? I don't want to be the third. Man, listen, let's keep going.
Where did the kids go?
My daughter's right there, and then my son's up sleeping because we had my family member that was babysitting. And it's all, I guess it's all.
With you guys fighting,
Yeah.
Do you have any injuries?
No, I think I'm okay. My fingers hurt. I think I'm okay.
Can I see your hands?
Yeah, I just want to go to bed.
Just like this.
I don't even know what's happening here. I don't even know what's happening. Like, I don't even know what this cop is doing, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know. Like, is there another cop? Like, who's talking to the guy inside? Like, there's got to be 2 cops here. This cop is out here just, like, hanging out with this chick while she's just wigging out. Like, a crime has happened. So I'm trying to figure out at what point he's going to get to the crime. Because I want to see the injuries that's on the child. I want to see the injuries that's on the guy. It just seems like we're just kind of going in circles right now.
I think I'm okay. I'm good.
What about the other scene? And then...
I'm sorry, I just want my dad.
Investigators then speak with Mortensen.
All I've been trying to do for the last hour and a half is to leave. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm just being bombarded, stealing my keys. She's jumping on my truck, slamming my doors. Like, I think my truck
doors... Is that your white truck?
Yeah, I think my truck doors broke. Like, she's on top of my truck jumping. Like, dude, I can't even believe what just happened.
You want? Let's go look at your truck.
I'm just like lost in words.
Mortensen explains Paul is going through a divorce, which may have led to her stress level. He also explains to police what led up to the
It's a nice Toyota truck he got there. A nice one.
argument.
That's where I was trying to
look like the Tundra. A nice truck.
explain this. Like, so she's going through a lot right now. Yeah, with her divorce and stuff. Like, I think that's just been really hard on her. And she hasn't done any therapy.
And that's a different relationship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that wasn't that long ago. So it's very fresh. So we got in a relationship like really pretty soon after her divorce. And so that's why it's been hard. It's just been like a lot, I think, for her.
Why would you put, these are, fit, handsome guys. I don't really judge guys, but he looks clean or whatever. Why are you going to mess with her for? Like she just came out of a relationship. She just got divorced. Like common sense says you should give people some time to heal. When somebody's married and they get a divorce, that doesn't mean that they can't get into another relationship. But if I'm talking to you and I'm like, yo, listen, how you doing? Where you from? Da-da-da-da. Oh, I just got divorced last week. Okay. You just got out of a marriage last week and you're now going to start dating her? That's dumb. It's stupid. That person's not emotionally ready to commit to another relationship. I don't even care if they've been going through a divorce for the last 2 years. That's 2 years of two people fighting, 2 years of people dealing with mixed emotions. Like that person needs just some time. It doesn't have to be like years, just 6 months, 8 months, a year of complete separation from that previous marriage where they can actually have time to find themselves and figure out who they are. This guy's jumping right in trying to be Captain Saver. Where's my beep at? Trying to be Captain Saver. Trying to be the white knight, and look what happened. She beat your ass and jumped on your nice truck, bro. Let's keep going.
Okay.
And yeah, I think she's going through a lot. She's the type to where, it's hard for her, I think, to get help. Like she fights it.
So you guys come home. She starts getting angry.
Yeah.
Because you're saying that you're wanting to go home.
Yeah, well, I was trying to just take her inside. I was trying to help her in. I was like, let's go. Like, you need to go inside. And I think she was saying something that she wanted to go party still. I'm like, no, like, you can't. Yeah, and then I went inside because I was finally just like, she was not coming out. So I was like, okay, well, and she said her parents were here. So I was like, oh, perfect. I was like, I'm going to go.
Are they actually in there?
No, they weren't. It was, I don't know, like her niece or something like that. I don't know. And so I went in there and was like gonna get them. I'm like, hey, Taylor's like drunk. You like come get her or something.
Are they coming over?
No, they already left. They were house sitting for her, watching her kids.
Oh, okay.
And then she kept flying in, and that's when she was like freaking out on me in front of them. And I'm like, whoa, what?
And what was she saying?
Oh, crazy stuff. I don't know. I think she was like, I don't even know what she was saying. I don't know, something about her phone. She was going off about her phone, and then she chucked her phone at me. And then, or no, she threw it on the ground. Boom! And then, I'm trying to think, damn, everything happened so fast.
When officers approach Paul again,
wait. I just want to let you guys know this. Like I said, I got to take my time to read through this stuff, and then I got to decide if I want to cover it. But, I'm honest with you guys, and I'm not friends with any of these people. That's why I don't feature on people's shows. I stay in my own little lane, my own little corner of YouTube, because I don't want to own no allegiance to nobody. I got the research crew chat open while we doing this live, and it's just beaming. It's like bing, 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 bing. And, these court documents, the JLR situation is popping in my peripheral. And this man is innocent till proven guilty, but it ain't looking too good. It's not looking good. What's that lady name? Magnolia or something like that? She's not happy. She is definitely not happy. So I'm going to read this stuff when we done here, but I'm looking at some of this stuff. Oh, broken nose and septum, significant trauma to my head. Ribs requiring emergency care, CT scans, x-rays, and will require reconstructive surgery to repair broken and crushed bones in my nose. Oh my God. Now, she could be lying, and it ain't the first time that have happened. but I certainly don't know what's going on. So I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a lot going on. That's why I be staying away from that stuff, because there's two sides to every story. And JLR got a lot of money. He got a lot of money because he be making them videos, man. And he be boots on the ground, and there is an incentive for somebody not to be honest, but then it's possible it could be true. I don't know. Anyway, that's the last I'm going to say about that. I'm going to go read it for myself a little bit later. But that's very damning allegations. Let's keep going.
Tells them she was so scared during the incident, she lost control of her bladder.
So I talked to Dakota. Tell me what happened with the little wooden thing in the garage in his truck. Like, what happened outside at the truck?
All I know is that I was so scared that I peed my pants. He pushed me into it. I reacted, sure. I threw it at him.
Via phone, Mortensen later tells officers that's untrue.
She had to pee.
Like, she's saying that she was so scared that she peed herself.
Oh my gosh, no.
And
that's
so,
not true.
And she made that point multiple times. When I first arrived at the house, I don't remember ever seeing her pee herself, and I feel like that's something that I would have easily recognized.
Noticed. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a lie. I mean, she's just lying. That's not true.
Eventually, the responding officer tells Paul she's under arrest.
Well, the hard part is that, like, I'm getting two different stories.
Okay.
As far as tonight's concerned, based on what I've seen and what's taken place, at this time you're going to be placed under arrest.
Why?
For DV, for domestic.
Almost like he doesn't want to, like he's sad to do it. Like, at this time, you're gonna be placed under arrest. Like, dude, she beat that dude. Just do what you got to do, man. Let's keep going.
Domestic violence. Okay. So before I talk to you more about it, I need you to turn around, place your hands behind your back.
So is he not at all?
No. You know, the abusers always say, so you're not putting them under arrest? Like clockwork. I've done 1,000 DV runs, and they always say that. Well, she hit me too, so put her under arrest. You know, it's mostly the men. Well, there's the men and the women, but of course it's mostly the men who's the ones that's beating the woman. They'd always say, oh, she hit me too, though, so can you put her under arrest too? They always do that. They always say, well, is this person under arrest? They never say, like, they never just worry about themselves. Like, why am I under arrest? I didn't do anything. No, they always say, is that person under arrest too? Like, well, yeah, I should be going down, but I want you to take them down too. It's always like, I'm not saying it's like a clear sign of guilt, but I always looked at it sideways like, yeah, you probably did it. Because they all the bad guys always say the same thing. Oh, the other person under arrest too? Let's keep going.
Tonight, no.
I'm confused. So he pushed me and I'm under arrest? Why?
I can talk to you more about it.
That's fine, but I'm just curious why. I'm okay. I'm going to do am I allowed to talk or not?
Yeah. You can just give me a second.
I'm going to do myself, so why am I under arrest? So you're going against his word against mine, correct?
It's based on the evidence that I'm seeing at here tonight.
What's your evidence? Just curious.
Just all the stuff on the ground and you throwing things at him and all that.
Are we allowed to ask him or is that not allowed? Because
what do you mean by asking?
Because when he sees this, he's not going to agree to it.
Officials can then be seen discussing the arrest with Mortensen.
The reality, that's the reality of this, is that you were victimized tonight. And that's why we're here, is we don't want further violence. Yeah. And maybe this is the reality check she needs, that like, hey, I need to get things in check. So, I just want to talk to you over there real quick.
Sorry, the one kid just puked and so.
No, that's fine. I'm glad the parents showed up.
I don't know which one's which. The little girl? The one upstairs. Oh, okay. Oh, God.
What is... Do you know the daughter's name? Do you know how to spell it?
Yeah.
Do you know her birthday?
It's...
That's okay. Is it, do they have the same last name?
Yeah.
Or is it a different last name? Well, she's not divorced yet. So.
Well, she is. She just hasn't changed her name. She keeps her name the same.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like I can't make you fill that out.
Yeah.
It's voluntary. But I mean that's your side of the story. Again, she's alleging a different side.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the only thing. Like, if she's wanting to, like, push stuff, then, like, I'm gonna have to. But, like, I truly just want her to, like, just get help and just, that's that.
And that's, I understand that, and that's what I'm hoping this results in. I'm not trying to jam anyone up or take him to jail to take him to jail. Like, I want the problem solved.
Does someone get charged then or something?
She is going to be charged with domestic violence.
Oh my gosh.
But I know that's hard to hear, but that's the reality of the situation, and I'm glad that it wasn't worse. Because, like, what if she was throwing stuff at you and damaging your property,
kitchen knife or something.
Like, what if the off chance that she grabbed a kitchen knife? Like, it's already clear that she wasn't thinking straight, right?
Yeah.
Normally in your relationship, it's lovey-dovey, honky-dory, right? But in this specific case, that can't be ignored.
Yeah.
What if she was to grab the knife? Or
all right, real quick, I just dropped a link for the Patreon. That link is 10 gift memberships to the Patreon. 10 gift memberships. I'll go ahead and pin it right now. So that is not just a link to go to the Patreon. That is a link for you to claim 10 gift memberships to the Patreon. Just wanted to show you guys some love real quick because I appreciate you guys. So anybody who's interested to get that extra content on the Patreon, just drop some videos, actually 2 videos on the Patreon today. We have hundreds of videos that you can watch. People don't realize I got hundreds of videos on the Patreon. Hundreds. Not dozens, not 20, not 30. I got hundreds of videos on the Patreon that you won't find on the main channel. That's just Patreon exclusives that go back. Like, you get to see kind of like the evolution of my show, really. So if you're interested and you want to check that out, 10 gift memberships, go claim it right now.
something else and it escalates again. So the main thing is a reality check saying like, hey, that's not okay. And ignoring it's not going to help the problem either. Like you guys waking up tomorrow morning and acting like it never happened, or having one little conversation and maybe like a smack on the wrist, that doesn't typically help.
Dude. X-Blood says you also have over 1,000 here. Patreon is unhinged though. Yeah, it is. I'm kind of crazy on the Patreon. I be losing my mind on the Patreon sometimes. Sometimes I got to delete videos. Like I'll do a video, just go batshit crazy. And I'm like, yo, you got to delete that, bro. You too wild. So like the best way to catch me is to catch a Patreon live. Because then I like go crazy. And then maybe I delete it, maybe I don't. But you still saw it though if you was there. But the Patreon is insane. It's nuts. So go check it out. You won't be disappointed. Patreon is insane. Let's keep going.
Before her arrest, Paul confirmed to officers she was not receiving mental health treatment.
Do you have a therapist or anybody you go to? No. You ever talked with somebody about how you're feeling?
Divorce? No. And abusive people? No, I have not.
So hold on here. First of all, somebody said, "How we need a better way to get notified on Patreon." It's notified by email. So I'm pretty sure you could control that. So you go on Patreon and just let them know to email you when I drop a video. But I do want to address what Wildflower says. Big shout out to Wildflower, longtime supporter of the show. She said, "I don't really care for this one. The lady is crazy, but she didn't mean to hit her kid. It's sloppy Real Housewives crap." I disagree. And I think that diminishes the tragedy that is domestic violence. All right. She did not aim to hit her kid, but she did aim to hit the husband. And that is a crime. And I really don't feel like it's okay to diminish it, because if it was a woman that was being attacked in that manner, I don't think anybody would diminish it. And secondly, when she hit the child and was notified of the fact that she hit the child, she did not care. Okay, I would not hold it against her as much if she cared, if she immediately went to the child and tried to render aid and let the kid know, hey, listen, it's okay. I'm so sorry. That was an accident. And just try and check on the welfare of that young person. But she didn't. She didn't care. And she continued the assault, continued the attack, even though it was made aware to her, both by the boyfriend and by the young one themselves, that an injury occurred to her progeny. So I'm not picking on Wildflower. I love Wildflower. Been with the show, supporting the show for a while. I just don't like hypocrisy, because I truly feel that if roles were reversed, people would not be so relaxed as they are in what they are seeing on the screen right now. Because she's some petite, pretty little woman, it's like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. But if it was that big old brawny 6'2" dude that we're seeing in the truck, who's the victim, all hell would break loose. We want to send him to jail forever, put him in the same jail as Stephen Stearns we'd be trying to do. The hypocrisy, people. The hypocrisy. Let's keep going.
I'm not yet. I should.
It's probably a pretty good idea. They can be pretty useful, you know. You might not feel like this normally. This might be kind of due to a little bit of alcohol always raises all of our emotional state. It kind of makes the emotion take over the rational.
Sure.
I don't know if you noticed that with you, but...
No, I divorced her, alcohol or not. I feel awful. So yeah, you're good.
It's probably a little bit easier to keep under control though when you haven't had any alcohol.
Yeah. Sure.
But a therapist can help you work through a lot of those things. If you're feeling like this a lot, it's probably in your best interest to talk to somebody about it.
Following her arrest, Paul took to TikTok explaining she has since started therapy.
I also got on
She's putting on the mask, ladies and gentlemen. She's putting on the mask.
Zoloft to help with my depression and anxiety. I'm on week 4, so I don't know if I see a major difference yet, but I'll keep you guys updated on that. I also started EMDR therapy, and so far...
Yo, I'm scared of all that stuff. If I'm dating a shorty and she's saying she got all that going on, man, I'm like, oh boy. You on probation. You on a 5-year probation. We got to fill you out for 5 years before we commit. I need to make sure you taking every pill and every electrolysis in your brain, man. That's some scary stuff right now. She taking all that stuff and she putting on a mask, man. You better run. Run away from me, baby. Run away from me, baby. Run away. And I thought to get crazy. Why can't she just run away? Run away. Run away as fast as you can. I'm sorry, man.
Have loved it. We're just working on all the trauma and kind of going to start diving into how we can help cope with it.
Paul now faces multiple charges, including aggravated assault and domestic violence in the presence of a child causing injury. She has since entered a not guilty plea in all of the charges. Reporting for Law and Crime Network, I'm Sierra Gillespie.
All right, Sierra, thank you for your service, baby girl. I'm being stupid. Yeah, that was very interesting, man. I mean, it was funny. I had some fun. It's tragic. I shouldn't have had that much fun with it, but it was funny. The hypocrisy is what really entertained me. I think that we need to be more fair in our society, and DV should be bad universally, no matter how pretty you are, and no matter whether you stand or sit to use the restroom. All right, man or woman, DV's wrong, and we should respect it as such in our society instead of having this double standard. And throughout our coverage of this story, it looks like there's a double standard. We have multiple people throughout the coverage of this with the various exhibits that we saw who were operating on a different standard with this woman simply because she's a woman and because she's pretty. And even people in the chat were not as forceful with their condemnation as they would have been if the roles were reversed. And I think that's a problem. And I think it's a problem that a lot of men not as much as women. Don't get it twisted. There's a problem with domestic violence, and the major culprit is men. But there are male victims out there, and we'll never know how many male victims out there because of societal constructs. But there's a lot of male victims out there who are not being seen and not being heard because we diminish men's pain when it comes to domestic violence. We act like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, you're bigger and stronger, so when she punches you in your face, it's not going to hurt as much. And it's just a tragedy. We should destroy domestic violence, the scourge. We should destroy the scourge of domestic violence, period, no matter what gender is the one that's afflicting the violence. And that's where I stand with that. All right. It was a great show. I really appreciate you guys. Wow, it was a long show. I didn't even know we were here for an hour and 20 minutes. We're here for quite a while, but it was well worth it because hopefully you guys were a little bit entertained. And in the course of the entertainment, we actually got some awareness in there. So I appreciate you guys immensely. You guys been great. For everybody, well, let me see. Did everybody get those gift memberships? Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. So all 10 have been redeemed. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's a 1-month subscription. I hope at the end of that month that you choose to continue your subscription and support True Crime Strategic. The best way to support the show is the Patreon and the membership because many of our shows become demonetized. So you guys really help keep us going. You help pay the bills of this show. And so we do appreciate you and we love you and we never take you for granted. So please, on your way out the door, guys, please hit that like button. We have 215 people watching this live show right now and 191 likes. I'd love to see 200 likes before I log off. So yeah, we're working on a really horrible case right now. Our research crew is definitely tabulating all that information. So we're going to cover that probably tomorrow. And we'll see how that plays out. It's definitely a sad case. I was supposed to cover it tonight, but we're not done with the research on it. We'll definitely cover it tomorrow morning or something to that effect. I'll see you guys on the next one. And the JLR thing, I'll most likely end up staying away from it because I just don't like, you could cover regular people out there and it not become drama. But when you cover other YouTubers, it becomes drama. I'm most likely not covering that JLR thing. So if you want to see it, please do. Go check it out on your own or go to some of those other channels that don't have, issues doing that stuff. But we're going to leave that stuff alone. All right. So we'll see you guys on the next one. Strategic is out of here. Peace.